What am I going to start with? It's going to be a little bit tipsy-turvy, okay? I just want to mention the place of Santa Fe. The word Santa has a 55-letter count. Now, we all know who's watching my videos that knows Liberty is 55, okay? But, okay, Santa Fe. Santa has a 55-letter count, but the Fe, or the fee of the male, the part fee to have the mail that is sent. Remember the cent? Remember the penny? Remember the copper? I'll get back to it. So FE counts for 11, 6 and 5. 6 and 5 and 55 is 66. So Santa Fe says 55 and 66. Just like the word freedom. Because the word freedom, when they use it as liberty 55, freedom, the word FR 18 and 6, 24, EE 36, D is 40, O is 15, is 55, and M is 13. Did I do that right? 13, 28, 32, 42, 52, 60, 66. Freedom counts for 66, but the freedom is the liberty of 55. Go figure it out. 55 and 66, 121. 11 times 11. I'm not sure what that means, but it's 11.11. 11, same thing. Freedom 55 says 121, says 11. There are a lot of these connections. I make them all. Do they mean anything? Of course they do. Do you know how to work them? Don't look to guess the future. Check your numbers out against the past. The past already happened. You got the numbers. You have the past. All you got to do is look into it. One person, 6,000 years, the past of everybody's past. So where do you start? Well, where do you see 55? Well, 55 and 6 and 5, that's right down the Mississippi. Mississippi. On one side, you got the 55. On the other side, you have the 65. And I really did not study. I know it passes through Illinois. I think it goes down to Louisiana. I know all the numbers match up there. I mean, look at the highways. Where is Highway 11? Not Highway 11. It's Highway 65. 6 and 5 equals 11. Where and what and when do they use the 11? It's in specifics. I'm not talking about interstates. They use 13 is here, Highway 13. They use Highway 15. Now, isn't it incredible? You don't know the next number, so we're going to leave it out. Green apples, Arizona, Arkansas, Kentucky, Wisconsin, South Dakota, Idaho, Massachusetts. Brown calm, Mexico, Canada. Alaska, yellow energy. Montana, Nevada, Missouri, Michigan, Georgia, New Hampshire, Colorado, orange. Okay. What I'm trying to get to is I look over some of the maps in the U.S. and everybody gives colors to different states. Well, if they give a color to every state, I just look it over and I figure it out and see how many colors there are, how many states. Well, we already know how many states, so we check how many colors and how many in each state. Then we check out the initial for each state, and then we count the name, and if it breaks up into syllables, we break it all down and see where everything fits. And then we come up with a basic answer of what's inside that design that we made. Because listen, how does it work? If you come upon something, if you believe, okay, that this world is designed, and when you come upon something, it was designed for you to come upon it. It was designed for you to discover it. Now it's up to you for what's going to happen. It's your decision. That's how the game works, okay? The game we live in on this earth, that's how it works. We can only extend so much. It's presented in front of us, and now we have to make the choice. Are we going to make the choice based on what everybody else thinks? Are we going to make the choice on what's best for myself and only myself? Or am I going to decide for myself and everybody else? Man has to learn, he has to decide for himself and the best for everybody else. Because if we all decided that way, Okay, you know what I'm saying? 3 out of 4, because you can't talk for yourself. But 3 out of 4. Okay, that's the way it works. Just like, how can I say 3 out of 4? Right here. Okay, A, B, C, 3, and this one connects to both sides. It's 3 out of 4. A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. So how many do we have there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yet we have to count the center one twice is 8. And that's how we have the 8 days a week. So we go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 8 days a week is Wednesday. In Spanish, they call it miraculous. It's a miracle. Okay, so they have also in pink and red is New Mexico, California, Louisiana, Florida, Washington apples. New York apples are orange. Okay. Now, is that what happening? Oh, I'm sorry. We have yellow apples for New York. What does that mean, a yellow apple, compared to a green or a red apple? What does it mean, yellow? What does it mean? Something happened in New York. An energy came into New York, and energy is in New York. Because New York, okay, is the birth of the 5-ring spirit. Because in Monopoly, on the 59th row of the dice, you end up on New York. And it's right next to free parking. So you know where everything is luxurious and there's millions and billions going on, the energy can collapse just like that. It's an energy. Okay? It's a yellow energy. But it's not a yellow property, it's an orange property. Okay? So, you got to compare yellow, orange, and red. Because it's the yellow and the red that created the orange. So now what's going on? Anyways, what did I get to with that? Doesn't matter. The crisscrossing of the menorah that I just showed you, if you would take all the combinations, no matter what you do, every time you cross and you touch the 5 center, every time, I don't know how it works yet because I haven't studied it, but imagine that was the 7 C's, and that's how they mix. Okay? Imagine the 7 C's mixed that way. Okay? Now the question is, where are these 7 C's? Now I was looking up 2 C's, and it says there is no 2 C's. The only 2 C's there are is the 2 she I'm sitting on, the tush. C's. You put 2 C's together, what happens? You put them upside down, you get a heart. You put them the opposite way, you get a spade. You flip them the other way opposite of each other, you get the H. You flip them the other way, you get the letter O. That's what happens to 2 C's. What happens to 3 C's? In 3 C's, you can actually create a fan, but in 6 C's, okay, which you would have 12 points, you can create the double mug and double. Anyways, I just read that they're connecting the Red Sea to the Dead Sea. Now, what is the Dead Sea? What is it all about? I have to go and study this now, because connecting red to what's dead, you're connecting a positive energy to a black negative. You're connecting red to black. Can you do that electrically? If you can't, then it's not a good connection. That means we've damaged the connection of the matrix, and someone has to come and save us. It could be Laser Lipa, Superman. Eyes of laser, leap to the sky. Laser Lipa. That's me. So he has to come down for repairs, so this is a major call. And he knew this was going to happen anyways. Whatever it is, those 2 are mixing for the good, but it's a calling for the Lord of 5775. And which brings me to which page? Page number 3112. I'm always on the same page anyways. Just like life. I mean, the rabbi mentioned tonight the 613 mitzvahs of Moses. And he says 613. I start to think. 136, one spirit, creation of man. 136 is 10. That means perfect. That means the outline of 613 should actually express what everything that is going on. So this is the way I look at it. Since man only has 6 days, and there is no such thing as a day 7, because it belongs to God, so after day 6 is day 1 of God, and then day 1 of man. But then in all respect for other religions, we have to take 2 days. 1 day for us and 1 day for the angel. Or you can take the first day or you can take the second day, whichever one you prefer. The day of the angel on the Saturday, or the day of man on the Sunday, or the day of man on the Saturday and the day of the angel on Sunday. It really doesn't matter. It's 2 days. 2 days of credit. Okay? But it's counted as one. So anyways, it's 6 days. Okay? 24 hours, 6 days, 144 hours. 3 worlds, 144,000 midway angels helping you to pray. The 1 day of God. And then 3 more days. We make a total of 10. So in there, we have the 144 of the first 6 days. We have the 72 of the last 3 days. Makes 216. What is 216? 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. But there's more to it than that. I don't have it on me right now. It's not in my mind. I've done it 1,000 times. You see, you can do something over and over and still forget. I still forget too. Oh no, that's okay. But I do forget. I made a little design of what I call the balance of life. You like the scary guy? You see, the up one here is the casino in Facebook. They showed a long ways diamond. So what I show you here is one eye here and one eye here. Now what happens is this balance here, okay, can never tilt more than the space between it. Okay, here's the pinion bearing, and here's scale number 1. Okay, and it's the same thing with scale number 1. He's still against this wall, he can't tilt. Then it's the 2 eye droplets, okay, here and here, and it can't go any further than this. So the tilt of our world, okay, and these are the quarter moons that are on the outside, the protection that goes around us, okay. So it's always protected. You see this design here? Well, in all actuality, it's the one eye. It's the angel upside down. Do you understand the way it works? That's one brain of the 2 of us. Man and angel on each side of the face. It's a scale. Okay. And then I designed it a little bit more like this. 6 man on top with the 2 arms. And that's the whole scale of the 3 worlds. Man is rocking in between. And you can see the U's, you can see the Pontiac, there's a diamond there. Anyways, what I wanted to get to now, I got a couple of more minutes left. Let me get on to this. You know, I was thinking about the scent. Somebody broke into our synagogue and stole the copper. The guy walks in and he says, "Oh, they stole it for money." I go, "They stole it for money? There was a buck there." He says, "They did it to bother us." I go, "No." I said, "It was a sign from God. The copper earth. Okay, the connection we have with the earth, okay, is going to get even stronger now. Realize that it is there. The copper, look to see what happens to it. The only time I ever saw the copper turn colors is after I poured Javel on it and left it there a couple of days. Started to grow green, life out of the copper. There was nothing on it, and the green was growing. It was catching on. It was gangrene. So what if they threw away the scent? No more copper penny. No scent. No scent. No sentimental. No scent. Nothing is scent. Then we cannot send. Is there any sense to the scent of the sense? Do we have any sense? Do we ever use our brains? In French, scent is 100. 100 of what? We have 1 spirit and 2 eggs. We actually have life. That's what the scent is all about. It's the 2 eggs of creation. It equals 30. It connects the 3 worlds. I'm not going to explain it. $100, 100, 2 eggs. So then if we can't send, we don't receive. If we don't receive, we don't retrieve. If we don't retrieve, we don't need the dog, the retriever. We have to change its name. There's no receiver, there's no dog, it doesn't exist. Facebook, nobody sends messages anymore. We never receive, we never send. We never get any mail, we never ship, we never receive, we never pay bills because we never get bills. We can't send internet because we can't get internet. We can't send it, we can't receive. So the scent, to be sent, the scent, S-E-N-T-C-E-N-T, is all global for the penny of life, the most valuable thing.